I wish I had a faster therapy. I've come to mind control your needs. Tonight I'm gonna start all of your leads. You know
What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 730 of Community Universe Mode, and we are finally here at Battle Scholars. I have been waiting for this one, a stack card from a top to bottom. It's going to be a banger, and shout out to Soul for that hype, beautiful man that he is, giving us that gift and anticipation for the show that gets underway right now. No more wait. Let's jump into the action. And of course, our first match of the evening. A bit of a late entry, just signed to the card by yours truly not a week ago, as Cam Harris will valiantly challenge for the CMV 0G Championship. Mystery Mask the Third. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt first. This guy's a lunatic. He doesn't know what he's getting into when he shook Jason Spade's hand. Alright, this is a madman who walks around mumbling to himself backstage, pretty much wearing a trash bag on his face. But after Paul Devine came out for that man team match and the main event of Supremacy, I knew right then that this was some sort of coup. That Mystery Mask III has to be held accountable for his actions, just as Jason Spade will later on tonight. Finally takes what's his. The new family, Cam Harris, receives a shot at the 0G Championship. Well earned in my eyes. Should be well earned in the eyes of every single member of the CMV universe. Cam Harris did the right thing. He saw the light, and he got the hell out of Dodge before it was too late. Nearly fell into the trap of Jason Spade like Mystery Mask III and Paul Devine did. Those saps. You know, Mystery Mask III is one thing, but Paul Devine, this is a man I thought I could respect. This is a man I called his entire career the 6-time world champion. I considered him a friend. And he doesn't just stab me in the back. He stabs you in the back. The fans. By deciding to stand side by side with that rat, Jason Spade, who tonight will be exterminated. My family is going to usher in a new era on Supremacy and in CMV. Battle Scars is definitely an appropriate name because after tonight, Jason Spade scars, not just physically but mentally as well, when Ace Reeves gets done with him. And hopefully that'll be enough for him to realize what he's done and maybe, just maybe, realize that he is not the good guy. And here comes our CMV 0G champion, Mystery Mask III. This is what Jason Spade had to resort to. No allies, nobody legitimate who would come to his aid. So he had to go and find Mystery Mask III banging his head against the wall and go and dig up that fossil Paul Devine. Those are the only guys that would help him out. I'm not going to take anything away, though, from our 0G champion. Match of the year he had with Matsuda Tanaka. Tables, ladders, and chairs at Ascendance 8 to win that title. The two-time champ. He's going to be tough to put down, but Cam Harris is tough. So that CMV 0G championship. One also has to keep in mind, Mystery Mask III been on a roll. As much as I hate to admit it, he and his pals stole that victory in the six-man tag team match. Last week, the go-home episode of Supremacy, they weaseled their way out. That's after victories against Cameron Cray, Hunter Quinn at Wildcard. No doubt Mystery Mask III is riding a wave of momentum right now, looking to spin, 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 and win, win, win. But there ain't going to be any winning tonight for Mystery Mask III. Let's not forget Cam Harris, a former CMV Rising Star champion and NGW World champion. The Sin City Savior, ready to add yet another championship to his collection. So here we go, Cam Harris. Mystery Mask III to kick off Battle Scars, guys. It's going to be a hell of a show. Coming up after this, we've got that fatal four-way tag team ladder match as four teams seek contendership for the CMV Unified World Tag Team titles, which will be on the line later on tonight when the SNS Connection defend against the SNS Bro-Nection. What a main event we have in store. The rematch from Ascendance 8 as Danielle Davis challenges Joy Justice for the Women's Championship. No holds barred, guys, but what kind of condition is Danielle Davis in after Joy Justice chokeslammed her through a table last week on Crossfire? Starting off hot here between these two. Dropped down by Cam Harris. Nice leapfrog. Both of these superstars are incredibly athletic, dangerously agile. It's going to be a test for both superstars to try and outdo the other. Scoop slam and a corkscrew elbow drop. Nice combo by the champion, I'll admit it. Oh, but look at that backstabber. Cam Harris, he saw that opening and he took it real quick. Early exit for Mystery Mask III. Quickly back into the ring, though. Cam Harris there to meet him. Irish whip into the corner. The championship on the line. Cam Harris has to win by pin or submission in the ring to leave Battle Scars as the new champion. Whereas Mystery Mask III has that champion's advantage. Oh! He can retain by countout or disqualification. This one might be over right now, though, after that double boot stomp to the sternum. Cam Harris knows it, shoots the half. Lateral press here by the challenger. Only a one count, though. Clock to the jaw, goes for another super kick. Mystery Mask III so far doing a good job of evading those kicks. As Mystery Mask continues to spin. Rana. Cam Harris, swinging neck breaker, setting Mystery Mask III up for that little tadpole splash. You love to see it. And look at that perfect positioning, everything Cam Harris does, calculated. As he takes a risk, oh, it doesn't pay off. We all make mistakes. Missed that moonsault, and Mystery Mask, the villain, gonna take advantage. As he starts to target the arm, and now Mystery Mask III going up top. I don't know about this. What a loser. How do you go up to the top rope and miss? Cam Harris would never. And look at this now. Rings of Saturn applied. The champion missing from the top rope, and that might mean the end. Able to escape, however. Irish whip into the corner. Sugar getting her cameo. I'm sure Ralph will later. Jawbreaker. Cam Harris stumbling back so far. Oh! Near decapitation with that leg lariat. And then a funky leg drop. Followed by another. I was gonna say this has been pretty well contested thus far. Neither superstar dominant, but right now the champion is looking good, not for long. Cam Harris sweeping the leg. Oh, and a nasty cutter. What? Wait a minute. What? What the hell? What the hell? Okay, that's... I think if my eyes are not fooling me, that is Roman Reigns coming down to ringside. Why can't we get these WWE guys out of CMV always just randomly interfering? And of course that scum, Mystery Mask III, tried to take advantage. And guys, just as Cam Harris hit that cutter, Roman Reigns is apparently sticking around. We had Nia Jackson Ascendance, and now we've got Roman Reigns making his CMV debut. These WWE guys can't get enough of CMV. They know that this is where the big boys play. Just look at the adjective. Look at Cam Harris, though. This is vintage Cam Harris. The people's moonsault. He's doing it for the CMV universe tonight. We're going to have a new Zero-G champion. Come on, Roman. Watch this. 1, 2. Cam Harris going to show Roman Reigns how the CMV boys do it. As he looks to hit the jackpot, and we all will. But Mystery Mask III able to slip away. Knife edge chop doesn't do much good. Mystery Mask now with what looks like... What the hell is this? I don't even know, honestly, what to call what I'm seeing. I'll tell you this much, it looks like it hurts. Cam Harris gonna shake it off though, like the MVP that he is. Right into a Tiger Bomb. Look at that swag. The Sin City Savior. Not gonna let anything keep him down, even Roman Reigns, who, you know what, I'm sure was probably hired by Jason Spade to come out here and help his little buddy. That thug, Roman Reigns. For a hire, it would seem. And Jason Spade. Is there any low he won't stoop to? Wait a minute, Cam Harris, another people's moonsault! And, oh. So nearly. Here we go, Cam Harris. Back on the attack, focused for the kill. Jackpot, again Mystery Mask though. Can't take advantage of these reversals. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. Tiger feint kick. Up to the top rope goes Cam Harris. Challenger looking to fly. Oh, but he misses. It's okay. Get back up, Cam. Dust yourself off. Whoa, but look at Mystery Mask. What an idiot. He just slipped. And now Cam Harris has got the champion right where he wants him. And make sure he's well acquainted with the canvas here at Battle Scars. Are you taking notes, Roman? You gonna take him back to your boss, Jason Spade? How much is he paying you, huh? Can't be that much. Have you seen the house Jason Spade lives in? Looks more like a hobbit hole. Targeting the shoulder. Mystery Mask III has been throughout this match. No. This is bad, Cam. Cam, don't get up. Don't get up, Cam. Mystery Mask. Perched up top. Oh, but he missed. He missed the stunner. And that's what you get when you mess with the family. Jackpot, baby. New champion. Let's count it together. 1, 2, 3. Cam Harris is the new CMV 0G champion. Read him and weep. It doesn't matter how many thugs and criminals Jason Spade hires, like Roman Reigns, who came out here during this match and tried to get involved. But Cam Harris rose above. The champion he is. That's one brought back to my family, but it won't be the last here tonight at Battle Scars. Roman Reigns, Jason Spade, Paul Devine, it doesn't matter. This is a new chapter in CMV, and you're looking at one of the faces that's going to be at the forefront of it. Sip of my before we continue. Not some psycho who's gonna run around backstage spouting off nonsense. Someone we can be proud of, just like Ace Reeves later tonight, when he stands above Jason Spade as the new CMV Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. And coming up next, things are only going to get turned up another, as it is a fatal tag ladder, my friends, to see it. Team will be next. Unified World Tag Team title. We know that later on the belts will be on the line when the champions Xander Slayton Toxin defend against the SNS Action Joseph Santos and Sarasi. But first, let's see who will await them. The Cowboys from Hell, Project Psycho, Next Gen AIDS, and Los Inocentados. There's a lot of questions, though, heading into this match. What kind of position is Jordan Nicholson in? After the beating he took a couple weeks ago, we know that he was absent this last episode of Supremacy, resting at home while Hunter Quinn valiantly attempted to take the CMV Internet Championship from Nelson Root, although in the was unsuccessful in doing so. Is Nicholson at 100%? And then there's the case of Danger Cat, or should we call it Danger Fat? A lot of the locker room has been talking. That's kind of the rumors going around. He's been putting on a lot of weight these last couple of months, and Golden Cat is getting worried about his best friend and partner. Danger Cat couldn't even make it to the tag team match last week on Supremacy. Golden Cat had to go alone against Next Gen Renegades, a handicap match. He only lasted a couple of minutes before he was put down because he didn't have his tag team partner. Danger Cat was sleeping in the catering area at the table, face in a plate full of food. Can Golden Cat rely on his feline friend here tonight to get the job done? Number one contendership is on the line. I'm a bit worried to see just what condition Danger Fat will be in once he comes to those. Sorry, just got a text from Cam Harris making sure that I congratulate him on that historic victory. Could you ask for a better way to kick off Battle Scars? I don't think so. Now we'll see which team will quite literally ascend to a championship opportunity. Remember, no countouts, no disqualifications, no pins, no submissions. The only way to win is that one team is going to have to climb a ladder and unhook the briefcase that hangs above the ring. In the briefcase, a contract for a future unified World Tag Team Championship match. All four teams active at the same time. This is going to be chaos. And representing the Cowboys from Hell in this match, gonna be the CMV Internet Champion Nelson Rude, guys, and Scott Cannon. Travis Red gonna sit this one out. The Cowboys from Hell and Project Psycho have been killing each other these last couple of weeks, and it all started over some Twitter beef. They were supposed to be on the same side during an 8-man tag team match against Next Gen Renegades and Los Finos Fatales, but Nelson Rude on Twitter told Project Psycho, stay out of our way, don't cost us the match. And then in the end, it was Scott Cannon, or Travis Red, I should say, I believe it was, who got pinned. And Project Psycho kind of took the ball, I should say, and ran with it, sending shots back at Cowboys from Hell, saying, how are you going to tell us not to screw up and then you lose the match? Suffice to say, the two teams have been battering each other these last couple weeks, with the Cowboys from Hell more often than not getting the upper hand. Will that be the tale here tonight as well? As we await to see whether or not Jordan Nicholson comes limping out from the gorilla position. You look back at that triple power bomb. I mean, that alone would be enough to put anybody out for a couple of weeks. Jordan Nicholson, he's only had 1 week to rest up as much as he can. And then you got to think about Hunter Quinn. He and Nelson Rude beat the hell out of each other on Supremacy. Echo! Another wild Echo I wish I could say it's good to see you, but it's really not. Because Paul Devine is the scum of the earth. Slime stabbed me in the back, joining Jason Spade. There won't be anybody to save that weasel here tonight, though, when Ace Reeves leaves as the new undisputed world heavyweight champion. And if Jordan Nicholson is at 100%, guys, he won't be for long. Because this ladder match will most definitely leave, well, battle scars on each and every one of these men competing. Paul Devine, last week on Supremacy, showed up as the surprise partner for Jason Spade, deciding to stand side by side with that creature of the night. And I thought I could respect Paul Devine. I thought he was a friend. But then he goes and sides with that, well, he calls himself an outlaw, and it's definitely apropos. Paul Devine's not here tonight, though. I've made sure to station security at every single entrance. He's not getting in to help Jason Spade again. And I've made sure I told security to scour the backstage area looking for any more mercenaries hired by Jason Spade. We're not going to have another Roman Reigns incident. And here come the Next Gen Renegades, guys. These guys have been on fire as of late. Not only that 8-man tag team victory a couple weeks ago, but they knocked off Golden Cat on Supremacy as well. And they definitely have a score to settle with the Unified World Tag Team Champions, the SNS Connection. At the top of the month, SNS Connection defeated the Next Gen Renegades in a non-title match. Afterwards, they beat down Johnny Respawn and Jay Young. So you know these guys want to earn that shot. And they would love nothing more than to take the titles from Xander Slate and Shea Hoxton. But who knows if they'll still be champions later on tonight. And last but not least, it's time to see what the condition is of Danger Cat. Golden Cat's been doing his best these last few weeks to get his friend back into shape. I mean, you can't blame Danger Cat after the year he had being kidnapped by Tailcoat Val. One can only imagine what was done to him. And he's turning to food. Oh my God. Is it even possible to put on that much weight in such a short amount of time? Guys, Danger Cat is bursting out of, I don't think he fits into that attire anymore. Oh my God, I didn't know it was this bad. Now I understand why he didn't show up for that tag team match last week. This is insane. Is he going to be able to climb a ladder? I don't even know what to say. I mean, I thought it was a couple of pounds. It looks like Danger Cat's put on a good 50. Look at him! Now that he's removed all the entrance garb, he truly is Danger Fat. He's put on a good 50 pounds, maybe even more. Look at this guy. His belt's about to freaking pop off. Oh, this is bad. I don't know about the chances of Los Finos Fatales now, guys. But as you can see, it is all-out war in that ring. Gonna be hard to keep up with, but I'll do my best. No countouts, no disqualifications, no pins, no submissions. The only way to win is to climb a ladder and unhook that briefcase that inside contains a contract for a championship opportunity. Danger Fat taken outside by the internet champion Nelson Rude. We've got Jay Young fighting Hunter Quinn. Scott Cannon and Johnny Respawn duking it out. Golden Cat and Jordan Nicholson. As Jordan Nicholson is looking to hit something big early on. It's gonna be a superplex. And that might already take Golden Cat out of the equation, which would leave this match up to Danger Fat. And yeah, hopefully those ladders are reinforced. He's gonna have to get out that Big Show ladder. That giant golden ladder. That's the size of a freaking house. I'll tell you one thing, Nelson Rude is beating the snot out of Danger Fat, who already looks to be gassed. Meanwhile, Golden Cat in the ring and trying to get some retribution against Jordan Nicholson. Could be a golden shower. Johnny Respawn just splattering off the mats here at ringside, courtesy of a belly-to-belly suplex from Scott Cannon. Hunter Quinn attempting to get a lid here on Jay Young. Let's not forget, the Next Gen Renegades, Johnny Respawn and Jay Young, the last ever NGW Tag Team Champions. They won those titles in a triple threat tag team ladder match, which Los Lunas Fatales were also a part of. If you're a history buff, you might remember. Oh, Hunter Quinn flattened with a bitter end, and he's going to take a break for the time being. As is Nelson Rude falling right on top of his arch rival. And the first ladder now introduced by Scott Cannon. A very smart move by the TV Dream, Jay Young, targeting the legs of Jordan Nicholson. If you can't use your legs in this match, you ain't gonna win it. The objective is to climb a ladder. And I shouldn't have to say that if your legs ain't working, that's impossible. I heard that earlier today, a huge buffet was set up in the catering area. Mounds and mounds of food. And an hour later, nothing but scraps. Many reports that Danger Fat was seen leaving the scene. Still showing up to this match, though. Not in the best shape of his career. Can Los Finos Fatales win this match, guys? Is it possible? Oh, it busted open now is Danger Cat. Probably a lot of sugar in that blood. Johnny Respawn, you gotta think he might have the best chances in a match like this. So quick, so agile, incredibly athletic. Is the video game come to life? Johnny Respawn, who takes out Scott Cannon with a tornado cutter. Good night, buddy. And a golden shower for Jordan Nicholson at ringside. Maybe not just one. Could be another on the way. Ladder is set up, middle of the ring. It's Johnny Respawn climbing. Jay Young gonna play defense with the internet champion. Johnny Respawn has his hands on the briefcase. Do we have number one contenders? Jordan Nicholson, though, who's been busted open. Now at the top of the ladder, Golden Cat gonna yank down Johnny Respawn. Oh, and Nicholson is knocked over. Mayhem in that ring here at Battle Scars. Danger Fat! Danger Fat! He's got the ladder, but he doesn't know what to do with it. He doesn't know whether to set it up or try to eat it. And this hesitation might cost him. Now he sets it up, but look at this. Double spot, superplex, German suplex, oh my God! Johnny Respawn landed on Nelson Rude's face. That was perfect timing. I don't know if it was in unison, but my Lord, that did not look like a tickle. Nelson Rude still on his feet though. He is one tough SOB. Nicholson looking rough. Blood covering his eyes now. That'll obscure his vision. He seems to have his eyes set on Nelson Rude. Helping out his tag team partner. Priorities, though. There's a lot of beef between these two. But it's about the unified World Tag Team titles here. Project Psycho don't care, though. They've isolated Nelson Rude, and here comes Scott Cannon. Sunset flip powerbomb, courtesy of Golden Cat. And look at this, the Fat Man flies up on the top of the ladder. Danger Fat has the briefcase. Can he do it? Can he do it? Don't eat the briefcase, Golden Fat. Take it down. No, electric chair. Jay Young mocking Danger Fat, but didn't see Jordan Nicholson coming in from behind with that ladder in hand. And look at this now. Danger Fat trying to climb. Incredible strength by Jordan Nicholson to push that much weight over. Airplane spin has Jordan Nicholson going round and round and round. Johnny Respawn and Hunter Quinn duking it out back and forth, tit for tat. Any team's game at this point. There have certainly been some nasty shots thus far. Jordan Nicholson trying to take a second. You have to in a match like this. Can't wear yourself down. What's Jay Young doing? He's found a target in Golden Cat from the top rope to the outside of the Meteor. My God. Golden Cat's head just cracked off that mat that lies on top of the concrete. Such a horrendous blow, but able to counter the bitter end. However, not that double boot stomp in the midsection. In the ring, Johnny Respawn going to send Nelson Rude out onto the apron. Into the Guri. Danger Fat rubbing his belly. He's hungry. Maybe he's hungry to become #1 contender. Danger Fat. Slowly but surely, as fast as he can. Here comes Hunter Quinn. Can the Psycho get up there in time? He's tired. This has been a brutal match. But he does. And now a duel of the fates. Danger Fat and Hunter Quinn atop the ladder. That's got to be 800 pounds on that ladder right now. And everybody's trying to yank him down. These two are just focused on each other, though. And there goes Danger Fat. Now Hunter Quinn has the briefcase. The ladder pushed out from under him, and who else but Nelson Rude to come and save the day. You can just look at each and every single one of these 8 superstars. Many of them bloody, all of them bruised, but each and every single one still fighting for that championship opportunity as Hunter Quinn is in the drop zone, eats a shooting star press by Golden Cat. Jordan Nicholson with this ladder is just going to town on everyone. Nobody's safe. And the drill claw gonna do just that to Johnny Respawn. Good night. Almost everybody is bleeding at this point. The ring is covered in the crimson red. Sweat, blood, tears, but Nicholson, after everything he's been through, the ring is clear. Hunter Quinn playing defense, and Jordan Nicholson, I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Can Nelson Rude stop him in time, or is it too late? Will there be enough time? The Cowboys surrounding him. Nelson Rude now on the top of the ladder. Scott Cannon nipping at his heels. Wait a minute! No, don't tell me Nelson Rude's gonna do this! Oh my God, superplex from the top of the ladder. And these bloodthirsty, savage fans chanting, "This is awesome," as Nelson Rude and Hunter Quinn might be dead. I thought he was going to take him outside of the ring. That was my worry. that would mean not just the end of Jordan Nicholson's career, but possibly his life. And in all of that, you might have missed Jay Young with an awesome crossbody from the top rope to the outside. I'm surprised he didn't bounce right off Danger Fat's belly. But look at this, guys. Everybody's focused on each other here at ringside. Scott Cannon now has a clear shot. The confusion going to be taken advantage of. Johnny Respawn might be the last hope. But no! Scott Cannon has won it for the Cowboys from Hell. Once again, the Cowboys from Hell stand tall. And I wish I could say I'm happy, but really I'm just worried about Jordan Nicholson. He has not moved, guys, since that superplex. Nelson Rude picked him up and threw him out of the ring. And he is just lying there motionless. Hunter Quinn needs to get over there very quickly and check on his tag partner. The Cowboys from Hell didn't just become #1 contenders. They may have permanently eliminated their rivals. Wait a second, guys. That's the theme song of Tailcoat Val. We saw her return last week with her new subject, Shrayon. And wait a minute, he's in the ring. Shrayon is in the ring, attacking Patch Mondo. Referee Tyson has his back turned. Oh my God! And the spinning kill switch just laid out Mr. Money in the Bank. Patch Mondo evidently not appreciating that attack last week, which cost him the match against rookie Johnny Farmer. And now Mondo's coming to get him some. Guys, I don't know if I've ever seen Mondo this agitated before. He is pissed off, and with good reason. Tailcoat Val wants to fight. I think she's found it. And come next, guys, it is time. CMV Global Championship on the line. Bloody Justice has waited for this opportunity his entire career. It's been said for years now that Bloody Justice has the potential to break the glass ceiling and come into his own as a legitimate single superstar, a main event player. He's a 3-time tag team champion, but never has Bloody Justice held singles gold. And this here tonight is only his second ever world championship opportunity, his first one-on-one world championship opportunity. And he's coming out not to have a match, but to hunt. It's time for Bloody Justice to become the Predator, and he's looking to rip out Schmitty's spine here tonight inside of the steel cage and become CMV Global Champion. This is a big night for the Justice family. We know his sister Joy will main event when she defends the Women's Championship against Danielle Davis, no holds barred. Will the siblings Justice rule CMV after tonight? You know that Schmitty... Hang on 1 second. That's not Schmitty's music. Donna? What the hell is Donna doing out here? The right-hand woman of CMV Global Champion Schmitty. This is supposed to be for the championship, though, and Donna, though, Schmitty not at her side. And we had to know that Schmitty had something up his sleeve. The game changer pulling the rug out from under us all. Mainly Bloody Justice. Yet again, guys, the cage is lowering. Justice looking around. He has no idea what's going on. But now the bell has rung, and Bloody Justice has no choice but to go after Donna before she comes after him, guys. And you hate to say it, but Schmitty, a thinking man's wrestler. Remember, it was Joy Justice that signed the contract with Dada, not Schmitty himself. He was still unconscious in that coma from the spider bite. And Schmitty has evidently found some sort of loophole, as now Dada comes down to fight Bloody Justice. And the CMV Global Championship once more slipping away from Bloody Justice. There's no time, though, for the number one contender to think. He's now got the woman who's so tough that she can't compete against the rest of the women here in CMV. It wouldn't be fair. The man-eater. The right-hand woman of Schmitty. We've seen what she's capable of. And she has not taken her eyes off of Bloody Justice since that cage lowered. But can you blame Bloody Justice? A mixture of shock and awe. And before that bell even rang, Donna was charging him. There we go, now a sign of life, and I think it's finally kicking in. Bloody Justice is pissed off. Where is Schmitty? Why isn't he here? This isn't the first time Bloody Justice has been screwed out of a world championship opportunity. You remember a couple of years ago, he was supposed to be a part of the Elimination Chamber for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, and he was attacked beforehand. He missed out on that opportunity, and now another missed opportunity for Bloody Justice. But it's Schmitty we're talking about. You can't beat the game changer at his own game. Joy Justice, via nefarious means that even Bloody Justice didn't agree with. Earned him this opportunity here tonight. Do you think Schmitty was going to sit back and say, okay, you got me? This is a man who has never followed anybody's rules but his own. And I think we all had an inkling that something was going to happen here tonight. But Bloody Justice was so focused on this opportunity, one-on-one for the Global Championship. He was blinded by it. Now the only thing he can do is try to send a message to Schmitty that he can run but he can't hide. Just like inside of this steel cage, there's no escape. There's no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. And Bloody Justice with a choke slam right down onto his knee. The only job of the referee there at ringside is to count a pin or to call for a submission. But this match is so volatile, it's not safe for him to be within the structure itself. Dara has very specific marching orders here tonight at Battle Scars, and that's to ensure that Bloody Justice does not leave the steel cage intact. But just look at Bloody Justice. He's the hunter. Schmitty and the Purge, they're the prey. What's that age-old saying? You're not locked in here, or I'm not locked in here with you, but you're locked in here with me. And Bloody Justice is looking to seal the deal with a kiss goodnight. Sister's joy to Dada. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, but only a 2 count. The former internet champion dispatched. Schmitty will do anything to keep that global championship around his waist. One has to admit this was finicky from the beginning, though. Joy Justice incapacitating Schmitty via a spider's bite, sent him into a coma. and only agreed to give him the antidote if he signed a contract earning Bloody Justice a title opportunity here tonight? Donna was the one that signed that contract. I mean, I'm not even a lawyer, and I could probably tell you from a mile away that that contract would probably not stand up if taken to court. And could you imagine Bloody Justice in a courtroom? I could. Schmitty, though, he's no stranger to courtrooms. Remember some years ago when he brought Bison to court for his horns? There's no low that Schmitty won't stoop to keep that global championship. Reminds me of another world champion. Not for much longer, though. Schmitty might still be the global champion after tonight, but Jason Spade is not leaving this building with that undisputable heavyweight championship over his shoulder. Mark my words. Bloody Justice brought to his feet. Oh, a high kick from Justice, showing some agility. Justice has always been a determined individual. Even though he's yet to hold singles gold, there's been many opportunities. Bloody Justice, when the lights are on bright, though, never able to get the job done. It hurts to say. But this season has definitely seen a shift in Bloody Justice. And even much of last season. Now that Schmitty, though, has got the Justice family right where he wants them, playing into his game, will there be a way out for Bloody Justice as Dada now just mocked all these fans in attendance, all of us watching, and Bloody Justice himself, his first ever one-on-one world championship opportunity, and now the cage used as a weapon. It's not just there to keep these two in and the purge out. It can be used for whatever nefarious means an individual may come up with. Bloody Justice just got a face full of steel. Tries to go for that Enzu lariat. And now Donna gonna get hers and bust it open as the man-eater. That chain link, man, will grate your skin like cheese. Donna now, Bloody Justice barely able to get to his feet. The Dominator. And I'm sure Schmitty is watching with a smile on his face as Dada stands victorious. The Purge has won yet again. And you can't help but to shake your head. Bloody Justice attempted to earn this championship opportunity, honestly, a way that I wouldn't be surprised to see Schmitty venture forward, forcing someone to sign a contract for a world championship opportunity or face a permanent coma. Bloody Justice knew it wasn't right, but he couldn't pass up on such a chance. Who knows if this opportunity would have ever come his way otherwise. One-on-one for the world championship in a match of his choosing? But Schmitty was the one playing the Justice family all along. And Dada, on behalf of the Purge, souring the ambitions of Bloody Justice here tonight. As Schmitty, I'm sure, watches from safety with a smile ear to ear. is still left yellow for the Justice family as Joy gets set to defend her women's championship against Danielle Davis in the main event. No holds barred. And speaking of the women's division coming up next, the CMV Women's Hardcore Championship is on the line as Angela Hawkins has her work for her, guys. The odds are not in her favor. A 25% chance for her to leave. Still champion here tonight at Battle Scars as she puts the belt against May Felix, Rami Young, and Ash. Fatal 4-way. Grab another drink of my delicious ginger. First Echo, now Maury. What is this, CMV reunion here? Season 1, Season 2 reunion? Well, it's not a great night thus far for Project Psycho. What with them failing to earn number one contendership, but more importantly than that, Jordan Nicholson being off the top of the ladder by Nelson Rude, motionless, and has now taken to a local medical facility with Quinn. Hopefully we get an update on his condition later on tonight, guys, but it's not looking good. He was not moving. Cowboy from hell instead earned the opportunity, and not a single ounce of revenge shown on the face of Nelson Rude. Felix, much like Bloody Jesus later on tonight, for the Justice family, might still end Battle Stars on a high note as the women's hardcore champion. There's no doubt about it. May Felix has had an explosive first month here in CMV. Maybe one of the best first months in CMV history for a new superstar. I mean, I can think of a couple who won titles on their debut match. The likes of Levi Martin, to think of one. Alexa just said something. Always scares me when she does that. Just randomly says something. And then there's Zach Payne also. Won the United States Championship in his debut. But May Felix, man, she has been unstoppable. Made her debut in that 8 women's tag team match at Christmas Clash. Victorious as a part of Team Danielle Davis. And didn't stop there. Non-title victories over Angelina Hawkins and even the women's champion, Joy Justice, not to mention last week on Supremacy, won a triple threat match by pinning Ashley Rain and defeating Rami Young as well. May Felix is red hot, and if you're a betting man, your chips are probably in her corner for this Fatal 4-Way, but of course, more so than many other match types of Fatal 4-Way, tough one to predict. Anything can happen, especially when there's no countouts, no disqualifications, and plenty of toys to play with under that ring. Rami Young earning her way into this match with a non-title victory over Joy Justice as well. Petitioned me for a shot at the Women's Championship, but with Danielle Davis cashing in her rematch clause, I figured I'd give her a shot here for the Hardcore Championship instead. Happy to take it though, Rami Young. Longtime competitor in the women's division, NGW alum, along with Ashley Rain, the former Magnificent Six holder, former women's champion, who I'm sure took notice of Xiaorong's failed cash-in of that Magnificent Six briefcase last week on Crossfire. But Ashley Rain says this is a new chapter in her career after what was a rough year. Ashley Rain be the first to admit it. She wasn't able to get back to the top of the mountain, wasn't able to reclaim that women's championship, suffered an injury, missed out on Ascendance 8, the grandest stage of them all. but came back in a big way. Ashley Rain picking up dubs left and right these last weeks. That loss in the triple threat last week on Supremacy stunted her a bit. Can she back along with the Women's Hardcore Championship here tonight? And here's the gal with her back against the wall. Women's Hardcore Champion Angelina Hawkins won that title inside of the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. Successfully retained it at Ascendance 8 against Riley Van Wilson, nearly shattering the Polish Warrior's knee in the process of doing that. But she has her work cut out for her here, guys, and she knows it. Won't even have to be involved in the pin or submission to lose her title. And that might be the greatest risk of all. The thought of losing your championship without even really losing it. And Angelina Hawkins, unlike her 3 challengers, has not had a great month. Loss after loss after loss. Angelina Hawkins is suffering right now, carrying no momentum with her into this match. But Angelina Hawkins has proven in the past she becomes a dangerous animal in the corner. Hawkins is hellish. That's what it's for, the CMV Women's Hardcore Championship. Fatal 4-way rules, no countouts, no disqualifications. First superstar to gain a pinfall or submission in the ring will leave Battle Scars as champion. This is not elimination. Here we go. Mae Felix and Ashley Rain immediately going to square up as Rami Young takes down Angelina Hawkins and then a kick to the chest. That didn't take very long. Ashley Rain already sent to the outside. Mae Felix, she knows what to focus on, and that's Angelina Hawkins. Don't let all these victories get to your head though, Mae. Unbeaten thus far. Would not like to see that streak shattered when it matters most. High kick to the champion. There's a knee to the gut. That'll suck the air right up out of you. And then a heel to the back of the head. No thanks. Where's Rami Young going? This is for the Hardcore Championship. Plenty of things to play with. Sledgehammer in hand. We've definitely seen a meaner side of Rami Young these last few weeks. She's determined. She's eager. You know that Rami Young's last championship opportunity was 2 years ago when she faced Ashley Rain at Checkpoint, South Carolina for the NGW Women's Championship. And now here she is, once again face-to-face with Ashley Rain. This is for the Women's Hardcore Championship, though. And when you talk about people getting meaner, getting more aggressive, you definitely have to bring up Ashley Rain. Last season may have not been the best for Ashley Rain in terms of winning championship gold and winning a lot of big matches, but Ashley definitely had a shift in her character. Tired of being pushed around, tired of these bigger women stepping all over her. Ashley Rain really came into her own. She's done taking shit. The Women's Hardcore Championship, honestly, I think would fit perfectly around the waist of the small but mighty one. And you see Angelina Hawkins is working the legs, setting up one of her opponents for that Indian deathlock of hers. Oh, didn't see that high knee coming to the back of the head, though. Whoever wins this is the winner. And the Women's Hardcore Champion. Angelina Hawkins, what's she going for? That sledgehammer that Rami Young brought out earlier. And right down across the back of Mae Felix. Angelina Hawkins knows that Mae Felix is probably the biggest threat to her in this match. I mean, Mae Felix does hold 2 victories over the Women's Hardcore Champion. One one-on-one and one in a tag team match. And every single time Hawkins has tried to get an edge over Mae Felix, it has not worked out for her. Trying to distract her during that beat the clock challenge a couple weeks ago, where Mae Felix beat the women's champion, Joy Justice. forget Ashley Rain coming off of her win against Joy Justice last week on Crossfire. I'm actually just now realizing that all three challenges in this match. Wait a minute! Wait! Ashley Rain! I didn't even. The sunset flip powerbomb was hit, but I didn't notice she went to the pin. Ashley Rain's the new women's hardcore champion! Just like that! And you saw May Felix realize it before even I did. I didn't know the pin. Ashley Rain is the women's hardcore champion. Wow. And Angelina Hawkins, her worst fear coming to light, not even involved in the decision to lose her title here tonight. Finally, Ashley Rain has made it back to the top of the mountain after a rough year. An injury that cost her months on the shelf, missing the biggest show of the year, Ascendance 8. She wasn't going to let another opportunity slip through her fingers. Ashley Rain is the new women's hardcore champion. Quincy, you need to learn to cheer for your opposition from now on, I think. Quincy comes into the chat, and 2 minutes later, the match is over. Come on, Echo. We all know you have an Ashley Rain poster hanging above your bed. Don't try to lie to us. You could definitely see the look of disappointment in the face of May Felix, though. She wasn't involved in the decision either. And again, she realized what was happening before even I did. She was running to break up the pin. I was still scrambling, but just like that, like I said, a fatal four-way, man. You never know what's going to happen. They can go for an hour, they can go for a minute. They can be chaotic, or they can be slick, like Ashley Rain taking that pin on the low to become the new women's hardcore champion. And coming up next, guys, speaking of championships, this match has a lot riding on it, as the winner earns a shot at the CMV Global Championship. And after what happened earlier tonight with Bloody Justice, no matter who walks out of here as number one contender, you know they've got their work cut out for them chasing after Schmitty. Bloody Justice had his opportunity ripped away from him. His first ever one-on-one shot at World Championship Gold. He thought that the world was his for the taking inside of the steel cage. Nowhere for Schmitty to hide. The Purge could not interfere. And the rug was pulled out from under him. Schmitty didn't even show up. Dada came down, beat the hell out of Bloody Justice, and effectively ended those dreams real quick. But these two men, Jacob Ziegler and Josh Wolf, are not scared easily. Not to say that Bloody Justice is, mind you. He was caught off guard, and that's not his fault. I'm sure Bloody Justice is not going to be quick to cower from his chase of the Global Championship. But both Jacob Ziegler and Josh Wolf have a bone to pick with Schmitty. Josh Wolf's been chasing Schmitty for months at this point. This goes back to Purgatory when Josh Wolf and Schmitty fought for the vacant CMV Global Championship. And Josh Wolf knows that right there, right then on that night, he could have stopped the Purge from reaching its full potential and truly taking over Crossfire, but Wolf failed. And then he failed again at Ascendance to keep the United States Championship from the Purge when Jarek Lawson beat him to win it. Josh Wolf is a driven man. And even with that injury, as you can see, his knee tied up tightly with that brace, doctor's orders. The only way the doctor would let Josh Wolf compete in this match here tonight is if he wore that knee brace, which paints a huge target for Jacob Ziegler to focus on. And we saw Ziegler, his match last week on Crossfire, utilizing a figure 4 leg lock to beat his opponent. A clear message sent to Josh Wolf that Jacob Ziegler knows what he's going to be going after here tonight. Meanwhile, Ziegler returning to CMV. We all thought it was going to be this heroic thing. The Scotsman is back. It turns out that we were all wrong. Jacob Ziegler didn't return for his love of CMV, for wanting to get into that ring again and compete for these fans. Money is why Jacob Ziegler is here, and lots of it. And Ziegler knows that becoming global champion will earn him that bigger paycheck. That's another reason Ziegler has gotten under Wolf's skin. Wolf can't respect a man who competes only for plunder. That effectively makes Jacob Ziegler a mercenary. Or a prize fighter, if you want to be kinder. Ziegler wants his rematch with Schmitty from Christmas Clash. What a match that was. Contender 4 match of the year. In fact, it was the runner-up. Jacob Ziegler fell short, though. He wants that championship. He wants the bigger paycheck. Meanwhile, Josh Wolf, his main objective, his sole goal, is to remove the head of the snake. Take out Schmitty in the body, the Purge will die. He wants to restore Crossfire. But can he do it with that knee? Go behind, taken down flush. Just like I'm sure Schmitty was watching the steel cage match earlier tonight. Wherever he is. Whether he's hiding in the arena or maybe he didn't even leave his home. He knows both these men very well. One of them is going to be coming after him with a guaranteed shot at the global championship. Luthez press. Ziegler taking an early rollout onto the apron to catch his breath. You see Wolf like, really? That's it? Already a retreat? Ziegler smart though, suckering Wolf in. Kick to the side of the head. Cheeky little jab. Oh, there's an elbow to the top of the head. These two tried to work together last week on Crossfire, or a couple weeks ago I should say, that triple threat tag team match. But it did not end very well for the tenacious duo. And look at Wolf. Gonna try to perhaps beat Ziegler to the punch. Looking to force a submission with that modified tequila sunrise. Dropped on his head with a DDT. And if Ziegler does lock in that figure 4, I don't think we're going to see Josh Wolf escaping. I think we're going to see Josh Wolf tapping. And Ziegler has made his intentions very clear, that he is not going to hold back. A target has been painted. Oh, there's a knee to the jaw. This match is going to be largely defense for Wolf. He's got to keep Ziegler away from that knee. Buy himself enough time to find an opening and hit either the jaws or on the hunt, something that'll hopefully keep Ziegler down and earn Wolf that #1 contendership. And Josh Wolf calling for the end already. That's not a bad strategy either. End this match quickly before Ziegler gets enough momentum. And it seems as though Wolf has painted his own target, going after the arm of Jacob Ziegler. I mean, that would stop Ziegler from hitting the pedigree. It would stop him from hitting the Tiger Bomb. Going after the eyes, too. Not afraid to bend the rules a bit. In his hunt for Schmitty in the Global Championship. Took out the wrong knee. Maybe he wants to make sure neither knee works for Josh Wolf, and that's just insult to injury. Jacob Ziegler hitting Wolf with his patented maneuver on the hunt. We all know Ziegler, brash, cocky, about as full of himself as a man possibly could be. On any given day, Jacob Ziegler has the biggest ego in the room.
One part of me wants to respect Ziggler for being transparent, for telling people, hey, I didn't come back for you. I didn't come back because I missed CMV. Jacob Ziggler said, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. I became world champion. I held that title for a long time, and then I lost it, and I decided I wanted to retire. But Ziggler said the money offers he got were so good he couldn't possibly, he'd have to be a madman to pass them up. CMV is padding his wallet, but it's not good enough for the Scotsman. Winning the global championship would be a sizable raise, and Ziggler, that's what he's hunting. Spinning soul kick. Now off the ropes, boot to the chest. Wolf not going to stay down. Ziggler very adamant though. Suckers him in, swinging neck breaker. Former Alpha World Champion. Oh, no, here we go. Ziggler targeting the knee. There's the figure four locked in. And can Wolf possibly survive? The pain has to be intense. Wolf is flailing. Can he get to the ropes? Can he find a way to escape? Like an animal caught in a trap. Desperately escapes does Wolf, but is the damage done? That's the type of maneuver, man. You have it locked in for longer than a second, and there's going to be lasting damage. Look at Wolf, man. I think that just woke him up. He now realizes he's got to end this match right now if he has any chance of leaving the victor. And back to work on the knee. Ziggler now with a clover leaf. Oh my God, and I can't even imagine the pain Wolf has to be in. But still, he finds a way out of it. That's what I've always admired most about Josh Wolf. He's a fighter to the very end. But Ziggler with the upper hand walking into this match. Hits the DDT. Not a 3 though, and Ziggler's reaction says it all. He thought he had it in the bag right there for sure. Ziggler, you can see he's kicking it up a notch now. He's shifted into another gear. He's all over Josh Wolf. Hitting him with another on the hunt. Wolf says, one's enough, no thank you. You're done taking my moves. You're done going after my knee. Tilt the world right there, or I should say a float over at DDT. And now Wolf with a lasso from El Paso, and it's Jacob Ziggler whose face is pressed up against the canvas, and that puts a lot of pressure on your lower back. Ziggler refusing to tap, but Wolf can't keep it locked in any longer. I don't know how smart it is for Josh Wolf to be using his legs. Anything and everything, though. Fair game for Josh Wolf to beat Jacob Ziggler here tonight. Big time neck breaker. Will that be enough? Will Josh Wolf be the next challenger for the CMV Global Championship? No. There's the spear, the same spear that put Josh Wolf down a few weeks ago in that triple threat match. It seems as though Josh Wolf, though, has adopted a resiliency to it, not to that knee. Woo! That just cut Josh Wolf open. Bleeding now is Wolf, but to his feet, still he rises, only to be met with another skull-cracking DDT. 1, 2. And Ziggler now livid as he beats the canvas in anger. Almost shouting out to the gods, why? What do I got to do to keep this guy down? And I think the answer is, I don't know. Josh Wolf has always been a hard man to kill. Ziggler wisely rolling out onto the apron as Josh Wolf is looking to hit him with either the jaws on the hunt and valiantly in the face of the Scotsman. Wolf says, bring it on. I've still got something left for you. Ziggler to his feet. Josh Wolf, this could be his last chance, and Ziggler counters. Headbutt, another spear. Ziggler says it's time to die, Wolf. Pulls the trigger. 1, 2. But Ziggler, he wasted too much time. He should have gone straight for the pin. But he's got a little something left. He ain't done yet. A third DDT. And not even Josh Wolf can get up from that. 1, 2. What? Jacob Ziggler, I think, echoing the sentiment of every single fan in this arena tonight, all of us watching. Alley-oop as Ziggler attempts to keep the pressure on. Can't let himself get lost in his own anger, his own frustration. That's exactly what Wolf needs. Knee trembler. Goes back to work on that arm. He's been focusing on the shoulder and arm of Jacob Ziggler all match long. And as blood pours down his face, Wolf has not lost his muster just yet. Somehow, some way, there is still fight remaining in Josh Wolf. It's a fight that he can't afford to lose. Jacob Ziggler, even this late into the match, can't let an opportunity pass him by to mock Josh Wolf, to insult these fans. Josh Wolf fights to free Crossfire, fights to take down Schmitty in the purge. All Jacob Ziggler wants is a bigger paycheck. He might get it though. Neck breaker after the hot shot. And to the open wound. Ziggler getting his boots bloody as he just ravages Wolf. Digging into that cut. And back to work on the knee. Oh my God, that may have just shattered the kneecap of Josh Wolf. 1, 2. Ziggler is making it clear. He is willing to cross that line. But Josh Wolf, in order to take down Schmitty, is willing to meet him there. Dropping the top rope, sternum first. Wolf takes a deep breath while he's got the opportunity. One more shot. One last opportunity, and that's all Wolf needs on the hunt. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. But it's not enough. Wolf finally gets off his big shot, and it's not enough to keep down Jacob Ziggler. Covered in sweat, covered in blood. All for the right to become #1 contender for the CMV Global Championship. Ziggler standing above Wolf. Ziggler now at his leisure, picking apart Josh Wolf, limb by limb, ensuring that no part of Josh Wolf will be fully intact once this match is over. Never mind the knee. And still, Josh Wolf fights. Another knee trembler gets countered. Escapes that waistlock though, punch to the back of the head. Ziggler's dazed. Wolf takes advantage, but Ziggler has eyes in the back of his head, and there's another neck breaker. To his feet. Enzu lariat to the base of the skull. 1, 2, no, says Josh Wolf. You see that look? Ziggler leaning back as if to say, you've got to be kidding me. Stay down. A third spear. 1, 2. Josh Wolf does not know the meaning of the word quit. Ziggler pacing. He doesn't know what to do. He's tried everything. The figure 4. 3 DDTs, 3 spears. Nothing will keep Josh Wolf down. Another DDT attempt. Wolf counters, but Ziggler's quicker. And again, Ziggler paces. Again, Ziggler's thinking. But don't think for too long, because Wolf strikes. DDT of his own. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, no. Denied. Through the blood, through the sweat, through the tears, Josh Wolf looks to somehow persevere. A second on the hunt. But will it be enough? Can it be enough? 1, 2, 3. Josh Wolf against the odds is your new #1 contender for the CMV 0G Championship. Came into this match as a one-legged man. Got battered from pillar to post by Jacob Ziegler. But what Wolf is fighting for means more than just cash. Ziegler hunts for the almighty dollar. Wolf hunts to bring down Schmitty and the Purge. And now he has his opportunity to do just that. And if I'm Schmitty, I'm shaking in my loafers after a performance like that from Josh Wolf. The jaws are open, and Schmitty is the next victim.
Gonna take a quick bathroom break before our next match, if you will excuse me.
right. My fine feathered companions, I am back. Needed a quick break after that match. That took it out of me. But we still have 3 bangers to go, my friends. And coming up next, the Unified World Tag Team titles are at stake. Of course, back. I was winning that hellacious Fatal 4-Way Tag Team ladder match. Nelson Rude superplexing Jordan Nicholson off the top of a ladder as Scott Cannon grabbed the briefcase. And now they await one of these 2 teams. Will they face the SNS Bro Connection, the unlikely duo of Sarasi and Joseph Santos? Or will the champions remain on top? And that's the story, isn't it? The SNS Connection have done everything in their power to remain on top. Buying off superstars, backstage attacks, anything and everything is at play for Senator Shay Hoxton and Xander Slate. Look how they won the tag team titles. Their reign didn't exactly kick off in a way that inspires confidence in their reign as champions. They beat Jason Spade at Purgatory in a handicap match. And then they retained the titles, let's remember at Wildcard, by paying off Christian Kai so that he would abandon his tag team partner Masawa Kage. And again in a handicap match, the SNS Connection retained. But there's no buy-offs, there's no payoffs here tonight. But don't let that fool you. The SNS Connection have done everything in their power to drive a wedge between Joseph Santos and Sarasi, claiming that the attack backstage a few weeks ago wasn't carried out by them on Joseph Santos, but it was Sarasi that attacked Santos. And the video footage was altered, edited to make them look like the bad guys. They saved Santos. And this managed to fool Santos. Santos was suckered in. And he told Sarasi, I thought I could trust you, but you betrayed me. And Sarasi, pleading his case, said, you gotta believe me, I did not attack you. The SNS Connection are trying to get in our heads, and it seems like it's working. Can the SNS Bro Connection, can Santos and Sarasi get on the same page here tonight, or is the damage already done? Sarasi knows what it's like to be the partner of a man that doubts your every move. He and Tyson Cage, as a part of the bickering duo, they lived up to their name, and still they were able to become the Fusion Tag Team Champions. But Santos and Sarasi are no bickering duo. They came together, they aligned in their fight against the Purge. And even though that fight didn't end how they would have liked it to, their friendship endured. But can it endure the shenanigans of Shay Hoxton and Xander Slate? When they can't pay someone off with Hoxton's big budget as the Senator of Nevada, they do what they do best. They initiate the mind games. And Santos in a fragile state. He's falling victim. Can Sarasi save him here tonight? Or Or will those mind games pay off? Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, Grizzy. So here we go. The CMV Unified World Tag Team titles are on the line. We know who awaits the winning team. The Cowboys from Hell. Winning the #1 contendership earlier tonight. Who will the champions be when the dust settles? You can see these two not exactly presenting a unified front. Joseph Santos and Sarasi side-eyeing each other. You can tell this hasn't been fully resolved. Will the challengers be able to come together as a cohesive unit? Because if they don't, Slate and Hoxton are going to have an easy night here at Battle Scars. Not even moving a muscle. Stone cold stare across the ring. When it comes down to business, Slate and Hoxton, there's no fun in games. Sarasi starts things off against Hoxton. And you look back at these last couple of weeks. There we go. See, that's what we need to see. A nice double high five before the match starts. So maybe Santos and Sarasi were playing it up. Maybe they did settle things privately, and they were just trying to throw the champions off their game a bit. That's what that double high five tells me, at least, as Hoxton tries to end things straight away. The champions are not coming into this match with a whole lot of momentum. Hoxton losing to Joseph Santos one-on-one a couple weeks ago, and last week, Sarasi beating Xander Slate one-on-one. So you could say the challengers have the advantage in terms of momentum. The champions have the advantage in terms of their mental state. Oh! I think Slate actually kind of messed up there. Hoxton was going for a big old dropkick, and Slate pulled Sarasi out of the way. Tries to put him in the corner again. Sarasi's not having any of that. It's going to take a lot more than a double high five, though, for Santos and Sarasi to lead Battle Scars, the new Unified World Tag Team Champions. There's a tag to Santos. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. Both Sarasi and Santos are tag team specialists. Sarasi's a former Fusion Tag Team Champion with Tyson Cage. Santos a former NGW Tag Team Champion with Tenra. And I think that's what makes them such a great tag team on the surface. But then you scratch a little bit more and you realize both of these men know what it's like to be betrayed. They've been stabbed in the back. They've been at low points. They've been at high points. And now they're side by side as Sarasi attempts to take the hand of Santos and lead him to greener pastures after their failure at Ascendance 8 to defeat the Purge. Tag now to Slate, right into a Boston Crab. The much bigger Slate going to put all of his weight on the lower back of Santos, but a nice escape. Excuse me. Cranks the neck. Hauling the big boy. Monkey flip. I mean, Slate's got to have a good maybe 50 to 60 pounds on Santos here. That ain't stopping the man with the upside down frown, though. Going right after the OG Dirty Heel. Slate wants to make a tag badly. Watch out for Hoxton. Attempting to get involved from the apron. Just out of reach. And now a single knee backbreaker. And again, it worked so well the first time. Wants to make that hot tag, and he does. Hoxton looking to run roughshod, but Sarasi clapping from the apron for Santos' sidestep. Misses the big boot. No, wait a minute! What a flatliner! Hang on! Wait! I thought we were going to have new Unified World Tag Team Champions right there. Slate was down, Florida Flatliner hit, only gets a 2 count though. Sarasi knocked off the apron, and now Hoxton's got Santos all to himself. Too many S's for me. Santos, Sarasi, Shea, Slate, Senator. Going after that shoulder. Good move on the part of Santos. Wears down that arm enough. Hoxton not be able to hit the 21. There's always that lethal punt kick though, which I'm sure neither Santos nor Sarasi would like to feel the sting of here tonight. Oh, and there's that dropkick Hoxton was trying to hit earlier. This time right on the button, hooks the leg, but only a 1 count. And here's what I was talking about. Hoxton wasting no time. The kick to the side of the head. And as if that isn't enough, Hoxton not yet content, looking for the 21, but Santos somehow able to shake off the cobwebs. Hoxton immediately re-kicking control with that powerbomb, launching Santos across the ring. Sarasi extends his hand, offering the tag, pleading, begging Santos to get to his feet. Another one! Another Florida Flatliner! Handing him out like candy on Halloween tonight. We're gonna have new champions. No, Slate this time makes the save. Santos giving him a receipt. Sarasi chasing him out onto the apron. And Santos isn't done. Perhaps another Florida Flatliner. Hoxton just pushing him down. And here comes the choke slam. Signed, sealed, and delivered by your Senator. Oh, hooking up. Santos has got the energy coursing through his veins. These fans are on his side. Sarasi's on his side. Could tonight be the night? Not if Hoxton has anything to say about it. Irish whip to the other side of the ring. Looking to close the distance. Kick to the midsection. Up on the top rope. Don't tell me Hoxton is thinking about what I think he's thinking about right now. Could be a Super 21, and Santos was thinking the same thing about what Hoxton was thinking about thinking. Top rope drop kick just saved his skin, but now comes a hot tag by the OG Dirty Heel. Single boot to the chest. Loads up that fist. Looking to clean Santos' clock. Missed that drop kick. Could be a fatal error, or maybe not. Sit out lariat. Doing his best to try and keep Slate at bay, but the big man just keeps coming. There's another boot. Enough for Slate to try for the pin. It's only going to get him a 2 count now as Hoxton recuperates. Back up on the apron, jumps right past Slate. Hot tag to Sarasi. Picking up where they left off last week on Supremacy. Samoan drop. And in an instant, the complexion of this match changes. Not for long, Sarasi with the jawbreaker. He might be on his own at this moment. But still fighting. Slate won't stay down. That mushroom stomp not going to give him much of a choice, though. Handicap scenario while Santos is down on the outside and Sarasi turns right into the clean slate. 1, 2. And you can see in Slate's eyes, dumbfounded as to how Sarasi just survived that. And the sit-out lariat in the corner Santos was looking for earlier. Sarasi executes perfectly here. Pump handle bomb. This is not where Xander Slate wants to be. Springboard elbow, Sarasi misses though. Miscalculation on the part of Sarasi. He's got to get back up. Luckily, though, Slate incapacitated enough. And look at this! My God! Modified sharpshooter. And Sarasi is freaking yanking back. Sarasi ain't letting go of his leg, though. Dragon screw! Full steam ahead. Another sit-out lariat. Down goes the show. And down with him might be the reign of the Unified World Tag Team Champions, SNS Connection. Slate needs to make a tag to Hoxton at this point. Sarasi's been all over him like peanut butter on jelly. Sarasi doing a great job of cutting off the ring, not allowing Slate to get any breathing room. Here comes a straight jacket neck breaker. Oh my God, I think I heard Slate's neck crack from over here. And Sarasi's seen enough. Biding his time, taking his shot. The move he used to beat Slate last week on Supremacy. Pump handle driver. 1, 2, 3, and we have new Unified World Tag Team Champions. Just like that, the SNS Pronection seal the deal. The SNS Connection, Slate and Shea, they couldn't pay him off. The mind games failed. Santos and Sarasi stand tall. And this is a feel-good moment. Santos and Sarasi, but many in the CMV universe who have seen Santos struggle to find his place here in CMV after being betrayed by Tenra. And whether or not these two fooled Slate and Hoxton, feigning that their partnership was cracking, it doesn't really matter because they're celebrating tonight as the new Unified World Tag Team Champions. And it is now time, my fine feathered friends. The moment has come. The moment that we have all been waiting for. Jason Shade's reign as CMV Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion will finally come to an end here tonight, right now at Battle Scars. And the rightful champion, the true champion, will take what is his. It's been a struggle to get here. But finally,
a new era will be born, and Ace Reeves will lead us into that new era. I told Jason Spade this is nothing personal, and I still hold true to that. I don't hate Jason Spade. I hate what he represents. He is not the man to lead CMV into the future. He's scum. He's disrespectful. No class. Considers himself an outlaw. A criminal. And then you have this man, Ace Reeves, who exudes confidence, class, respect, commands respect from everyone in CMV, including the fans. This is a man who I would be proud to call world champion. And Ace Reeves should have been world champion at the top of the month, and that championship scramble. But Cam Harris, he made a mistake, and he owned up to that. He saw the light, and he joined my family before it was too late, before he got into bed with that piece of work, Jason Spade, before he made a mistake like Mystery Mask III, like Paul Devine. And now Cam Harris is a part of my family, the new CMV Zero-G champion. Earlier tonight beating Mystery Mask III, and out here now to witness with us all Ace Reeves becoming the new CMV undisputed world heavyweight champion. Your time is up, Spade. You had your fun for far too long, in my opinion. But now it's time to move aside and let a real champion save CMV. Jason Spade has shown his true colors over this last month. Do you know that still he hasn't even attempted to come out and deny the allegations sent forth by myself and Ace Reeves and Cam Harris that they're exposing Jason Spade, bad-mouthing Cam Harris backstage to other superstars? Not even once did he attempt to deny that was true, because he knows they're true. He's got nothing to say. He can't even own up to it. He left Cam Harris on the apron, left him dead in the center of the ring, fed him to Ace Reeves, Chris Adams, and Isaac Richardson a few weeks ago. Abandoned him after Cam Harris stood up and tried to fight for this man. That's who Jason Spade is. He only cares about himself. He doesn't care about these fans. He doesn't care about CMV. He's running around playing superhero. And that's why Ace Reeves is going to put him down here tonight. And I hope Jason Spade remembers, I hope all of you remember, that if he tries to hit the Lanzenberg lobotomy tonight, if he attempts to utilize that barbaric maneuver, he will be automatically stripped of the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship and indefinitely suspended. There's no more moves to make, Spade. There's no more mercenaries to pay off. Paul Devine isn't going to come and save you tonight. And everybody will finally see Jason Spade for what he really is. A phony. Ace Reeves came to supremacy at my call when I asked him, save us from Jason Spade, and let a new era be born here in CMV. And did Ace Reeves hesitate? Not for a second, because he knows what's good for this company. What's good for this company is him being the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion.
And there stands the Outlaw. A man who after tonight will have nothing. And hopefully then, Jason Spade will realize the error of his way. And you know what? I'll hold out my hand. I'll give Spade the opportunity to make right all the wrong that he did over these years. The time has come. Ace Reeves, Jason Spade for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Just look at the way Ace Reeves stands in the corner. Poised, calm, calculated. Meanwhile, Jason Spade can't stop moving, jittery, because he knows, he's nervous. He's got those butterflies in his stomach. It's time for a new champion. It was over a year ago that here at this very same event, these two men had the match of the year. You might forget Stephon Hastings was a part of it at first. It was a triple threat elimination match, but the match of the year really came between these two men. I've never denied Jason Spade is an incredible performer. I've never once denied that. But I've made it clear, Jason Spade will no longer run around doing what he wants, hurting people with that disgusting maneuver of his, the Lanzenberg lobotomy. And carrying the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Didn't even wear it around his waist. He had it flung over his shoulder, dragging it by his side. When Ace Reeves comes out as world champion, it will be around his waist. Jason Spade, he's really full of himself. He thinks he's a real cool guy, but he'll get a wake-up call here tonight. Ace Reeves, former Magnificent Six winner, former NGW World Champion, went from nothing to something here in CMV within months. Two-time global champion, carried Crossfire last season, and Ken Donahue spit in his face at the end of it all. And that's why I offered my hand, and Ace Reeves was more than grateful to accept it. Jason Spade, you gotta give credit where it's due. He's been Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion for nearly a year. But in that time, exactly how often has Spade defended the championship? 5, 6 times? Often going months without putting the championship on the line? And against who? Tailcoat Val and her creatures? Ace Reeves, when he's champion, he will defend that title every opportunity he gets and against worthy challengers. Ace Reeves told me if he wins the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship here tonight, when he wins the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship here tonight, he's going to defend it on supremacy. That's the kind of man, the kind of champion Ace Reeves is. Oh, look at this. What a scumbag. Flipping Ace Reeves off in the middle of a match. By the way, illegally holding the ropes while doing so. Good job, Murphy. I hired you for a reason here. You know, Jason Spade would have no problem accepting a count-out or a disqualification here. We know Jason Spade doesn't mind draws to retain his Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. That's exactly what he did last month in the championship scramble. Ace Reeves, he would have demanded the match be restarted. But not Jason Spade. He took that draw and he went home with the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Count of 5 right now, of course, having until 20 to get back into the ring. Ace Reeves cannot win the title by count-out or disqualification. Wow, and perhaps a slight moment of chivalry from Jason Spade to not accept the count-out. That's a shock that he just threw Ace Reeves back into the ring. Double boot stomp, crushing the insides of Ace Reeves, and that's what I'm talking about. How could you hit such a devastating move? Only gets a 2 count though, because it's Ace Reeves we're talking about. And what's Jason Spade gonna do? He can't fall back on the Lansenberg lobotomy tonight. A maneuver that shortened careers. What's he gonna do? If he can't nearly kill Ace Reeves and the process of winning this match. I'll tell you what he's gonna do. Nothing. Ace Reeves. No. Not the Collar City Clutch. Jason Spade, Collar City Clutch. Collar City Clutch locked in, but Ace Reeves immediately escapes. Jason Spade didn't even get it fully locked in. But now knocking Ace out of the ring. What the hell is he doing? Baseball slide Hurricane Rana. And Ace, I hope he's okay. I heard the splat of his back off those mats from all the way over here on the other side of the ring. And Spade just mocking, taunting Ace Reeves. And now doesn't even have the decency to give Ace Reeves a couple of seconds to collect himself and get back into the ring. Ace knows where this fight must be conducted, though. It's got to be by pin. Break of the eyes. You didn't see that, Murphy. There's the kick. Big kick. And the setup. Perfect position. Here we go. It's time. We've all been waiting for this. Ace Reeves from the top. Corkscrew. No. Jason Spade saw it coming. Escaped that time, Spade, but only for so long. He's like a fly in the spider's web. Ace Reeves is playing with him, toying with him. You can run, Spade, but you can't hide. You'll never be able to hide. Busting Ace open with that cutter. That's not going to be it, though. That's not enough. Ace Reeves out at 2. And stop the match, Murphy. Get him a wet towel. Let's get the doctors down here for crying out loud. Ace Reeves is bleeding. That might be a serious wound. I thought I hired Murphy because he was going to call this match properly down the middle. Jason Spade with the knee. Spade! No. That wasn't a 3. That wasn't a 3. And Murphy couldn't see. No! No, God damn it! No! Murphy should have stopped this match. Ace Reeves was bleeding profusely. He was confused. He didn't know where he was. The match needed to be stopped so the doctors could come out here and check on him. Murphy, I thought I could trust you. Ace once again escapes on a technicality. Once again, Ace Reeves should have been undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Enjoy it, Spade. Enjoy it, because I've got something in store for you. You will not have that undisputed World Heavyweight Champion for much longer. Ace Reeves will not be screwed again. I don't even know how I'm going to call this main event now. So frustrated. That decision should be reversed. We need to get Ace to the doctor immediately. The match should have been stopped. Ace should have been checked on.
Who knows how many people Jason Spade has paid off. The corruption runs deep here in CMV. First, Roman Reigns earlier tonight, a mercenary for hire. He must have got Murphy. I trust Murphy. I thought he was a man who stood on his morals. But it turns out good help really is hard to find these days. Well, Spade, you and your sleeper agents, enjoy tonight. I've got something for you. This isn't over. Now I've got to be a professional, unlike Jason Spade, because we've still got our main event to come, ladies and gentlemen, as the Women's Championship is on the line. A rematch from the show of shows, Ascendance 8, where the Queen of the Ring, Joy Justice, challenged Danielle Davis for the title. And I think Danielle Davis, whether she wants to admit it or not, I should say, on that night, underestimated Joy Justice. I don't think she was the only one. Many of us did. I'm guilty of that. One choke slam is all it took for Joy Justice to put down Danielle Davis and for Joy Justice to leave the grandest stage of them all as CMV Women's Champion. But Danielle Davis, like any great competitor, she took a step back, she realized what she did, and now she's worked harder than ever to get back to this moment right here. Unstoppable this past month. Wins left and right, beating Joy Justice at every turn. In their tag team match at Christmas Clash, and a tag team match a couple of weeks ago. And even in the Beat the Clock Challenge, Danielle Davis earning the right to pick the stipulation for this match right here. Picking no holds barred. Anything goes. But the thing on everyone's mind is, what kind of condition is Danielle Davis in after Joy Justice chokeslammed her last week on Crossfire after her match with Janet Tor. A brutal match with Janet Tor. That alone ensured that Danielle Davis wouldn't be at 100% for this match here. But then chokeslammed through a table? And on that same night, Joy Justice battled back a cash-in from Xiaorong. Xiaorong cashed in her Magnificent Six briefcase. And Joy Justice didn't just beat her. Joy Justice absolutely dismantled Xiaorong. And that's after Joy Justice had a grueling match with Ashley Rain. So even though this month has not been great for Joy Justice, a lot of losses for the champion, she ended on a high note. And now walking into Battle Scars here, walking into the main event as champion, the odds are on her side. Can Danielle Davis overcome what she was unable to at Ascendance 8 now that she has learned from her mistakes? Will Joy Justice yet again shock us all? And even though the Justice family were hoping to end Battle Scars with Joy Justice as Women's Champion and Bloody Justice as CMV Global Champion, brother and sister ruling at the top of Crossfire, nay, CMV, Bloody Justice was screwed by Schmitty and the Purge. And you have to imagine that's putting Joy Justice in an even more foul mood than usual, which may work to her benefit and to Danielle Davis's detriment. But Danielle Davis is ready, no matter her injuries, no matter the odds, no matter the mental state of Joy Justice. Danielle Davis has always risen to the occasion. And
tonight here at Battle Scars in the main event. Looks to join a very short list of two-time women's champions. And this isn't just a figurative mountain for Danielle Davis to overcome, but quite literally, as Joy Justice towers over her challenger. But that hasn't stopped Danielle Davis from backing down any time before. So here we go. Danielle Davis gets her rematch. Joy Justice waiting for that bell to ring like a bull let loose from its pen. No holds barred, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way this match ends is by a pin or a submission in that ring. Danielle Davis starting into an Justice overhead. Remember, one slam is all it took on Ascendant take for Joy Justice to leave as women's champion. One choke slam is all it took last week on Crossfire to crumple Danielle Davis and send her to the hospital. Will it take just one choke slam here tonight? Danielle Davis out of the corner. Handspring moonsault. You can see she's grabbing out of midsection. Is that from the moonsault or her pre-existing injuries? And that midsection is gonna be a target. We all knew it. And Joy Justice not wasting any time as she hits that spear. Just flinging Davis across the ring. And notice how Joy Justice is wearing heels, ladies and gentlemen. Completely legal. Wouldn't usually be, but this is no holds barred. So those heels are entirely legal for Joy Justice. And just imagine having someone stomp on you while wearing heels. That's basically a knife that Joy Justice has on the bottom of her feet. And she's already utilizing them to that effect. Danielle Davis once again out of the corner. Going back to the well. Handspring moonsault, pin, middle of the ring. Not even going to get a 1 count. Danielle Davis picked this stipulation. No holds barred. Because she wants nothing to get in the way of her leaving Battle Scars once again women's champion. Knocked out of the ring. Joy Justice on any other night would have her champion's advantage, but not tonight. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. Truly anything goes. This match can't be stopped like it should have been in the last match between Ace Reeves and Jason Spade. Back into the ring we go. Danielle Davis knows she needs a pin or submission inside of the squared circle to leave, and there's another spear from Joy Justice going after those ribs that were severely bruised via the choke slam through the table last week on Crossfire. A big punch to the face, knocking Davis to the outside yet again. Danielle Davis taking Justice by the hair. Smashed face first off the apron. Davis knows now more so than ever the environment is her friend. She has to use it like a tag team partner. Joy Justice has the height advantage. She has the weight advantage. She has the strength advantage. She has the advantage of being 100%. Davis needs to use anything and everything at her disposal. Her quickness, her agility, and yes, use the ring like a weapon as she smashes Justice face first off that steel post. Oh, and there goes that heel right into the gut of Danielle Davis. Davis, I thought she was about to chokeslam Joy Justice. But Nye, an STO, and there's a superplex, or I should say snap suplex, which is impressive in and of itself. Back into the ring. Again, Danielle Davis can't win this match any other way but by pin or submission. There's the back shot. She didn't get all of it, but perhaps enough But she knows it won't be enough to keep down Joy Justice. Look at that positioning. The positioning could not be better. Running Bulldog sets up Joy Justice. The drop zone. And Danielle Davis slowly but surely ascends from the top rope. It's time to glow. These fans are on their feet. Can Danielle Davis do it? Throw bow. Can she get to her feet though? Can she make it to the pin? Collapses into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Danielle Davis is once again the CMV Women's Champion. And all it took was one glow bow. Danielle Davis had just about everything stacked against her here tonight. But still, she was able to ascend and reclaim the CMV Women's Championship. Barely able to stand when all is said and done. But stand she will as the CMV Women's Champion. And after that disgusting ending to Ace Reeves and Jason Spade, at least we can all go home feeling good. Danielle Davis, once again, Women's Champion. Sorry about that. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in and watching along with me. I hope that you enjoyed the show as much as I did, at least up until the last half hour or so there. But mark my words right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen, and Jason Spade, I hope that you're listening. I've got something in store for you. You will not be undisputed world heavyweight champion for much longer. Your reign comes to an end. There's no way that you wiggle out of what I have planned for you now. But until next time, I hope that you all have a lovely rest of your nights, and I will see you when I see you.